Hey friends, today I'm super excited to take you on a tour of one of my absolute favorite Notion templates, the Dark Academia Reading Hub. If you are anything like me and you love getting lost in books, you are going to love this one. It's aesthetic, functional, and perfect for organizing your entire reading life in one cozy space. So grab your tea and let's dive in. This is the dashboard page of your reading hub, the heart of the entire system. Think of it as your cozy command center where everything comes together in one beautiful, organized view. Let me walk you through it section by section. First, in the left side, we've got a navigation panel that's available on every page. It gives you quick access to all the different sections of the hub, so it's super easy to move around and find exactly what you need without clicking a million times. Right next to that is the Spotify playlist. I created this one to match the dark academia vibe. Think moody, classical, and atmospheric. It's perfect for setting the tone while you read. Of course, you can always swap in your own playlist too. We've got the currently reading section. Here you can keep track of all the books you are actively reading, complete with progress bars. It's such a satisfying way to visually see your progress and stay motivated to finish those reads. Then there is the quick actions area. This is where you can add a new book, author, series, favorite quote, or even see a new monthly reading goal. It's designed to make your most frequent tasks super accessible and fast. Below that, we've got the books read card. This automatically updates to show how many books you've read overall. It's a little celebration every time that number goes up, and honestly, it's just really motivating. The quick to-do section is your mini task list, perfect for jotting down little reminders like borrow that new release from the library or update your reading journal. Just a simple way to keep your reading life organized. Next is one of my favorite features, the quote of the day. It pulls a random quote from your saved book quotes and refreshes each time you visit. It's a lovely daily dose of inspiration and a nice way to reflect on the words that stuck with you. Then we have the Pomodoro widget for my fellow productivity lovers. You can time your reading sessions using the Pomodoro method to stay focused and intentional with your reading time. We've also included a reading hub tracker, which is great for building consistency. You can log your daily reading and see how often you are hitting your goals. Speaking of goals, we've got both monthly and yearly reading goals displayed right here, along with progress bars so you can see how close you are to hitting them. And finally, at the bottom, you will find your books to be read now list. Now that you've seen the overview, let's go ahead and explore each page in more detail, beginning with the genres section. Here you will find a beautifully organized list of genres, neatly grouped into fiction and non-fiction categories. So whether you are in the mood for something magical or something more grounded, it's all easy to navigate. When you click on a genre, let's say for example fantasy, it takes you to a dedicated subpage for that genre. Inside, you will find a curated list of books that fall under that genre, a list of related book series, and a section for authors known for writing in that genre. To top it off, each genre page also includes a monthly and yearly overview so you can track how many books you've read in that category over time. It's such a fun way to reflect on your reading patterns and maybe even challenge yourself to explore new genres. That's it for the genres page. Now let's move on to the authors page. So the first thing you will see in this page is a section dedicated to your favorite authors, a little tribute to the writers who have truly left an impact on you. Below, you can browse all authors with a clean view that's grouped by genre to make it easier to explore. Adding a new author is super simple. You can either click the new button here or use the new author quick action button. Once you click that, just hit continue and start filling in the details. You can add the author's name, their nationality, a short biography, their birth date, the genre they write in, which links directly to your genre's database, a photo, links to their website or social media, and also connect them to any book characters, book series, or books they have written. You can even add memorable quotes about the author, which makes their profiles feel really personal and complete. Once you create the author, a beautiful auto-generated page is created where you can view all the related info, from their books to their quotes and even more biographical details. Here is an example. We have this author with all the info filled out, and you can see how nicely everything connects. Books here, quotes here, all in one place. So that's it for the author's page. Now let's move on to my library. So this is your library, your one-stop spot for all your books. First up, we've got the currently reading section. This is where you will find the books you are diving into right now. Next, we've got the to be read section. This is where you can keep track of all those books you've got lined up for the future. And right below that, we have books you haven't finished yet, perfect for keeping things organized. Then we have the 2024 monthly book overview, which gives you a glimpse of all the months in the year, so you can see what you've been reading and what's left to check off. And at the bottom, we have all your books in different views. You can view them by genre or by status. We've also got a spot for your favorite books, books you've already read, and you can even see them grouped by year. Okay, now let's actually add a new book. To add a book, just click on this button like this and hit continue. We've already got a template set up, so let's fill it out. First, you add the title of the book and then choose the author. If the author isn't in the list yet, just type in their name. Let's go with Thomas, for example, and click new. It will be added automatically, and you can come back later to it to fill in their details. Then you will add the status of the book, pick the genre, let's go with mystery, and upload the book cover. After that, you choose the format, either audiobook, digital, or physical, and set the year, for example, 2024. Next, we enter the total number of pages, let's say 234, and as you read, you just update your current page. The progress bar will automatically adjust to keep you on track. Then we add the start date, let's say today, and once you finish the book, you will come back and update the finish date. You can also link it to your yearly goal and your monthly goal, like September, for example. Don't forget, you can also add the price of the book, and that's it. Now, let's check out the books page. Here you will see the author's name, the book cover, and the synopsis. You can write your review here after finishing the book. There is also a mood board section where you can add images that fit the vibe of the book. You can add book characters, favorite quotes, and of course, keep track of everything in the reading journal. Every time you read, just come here and click on Reading Updates to log what you've read and just jot down your thoughts, takeaways, or anything else you want to remember. Then we have the takeaways section, and finally a spot for any extra notes or thoughts about the book. So that's how you add a new book. Once you do that, it will show up in the to be read section, all set. So this is for the library. Let's move on to the quotes page. So in this quotes page, you will find all the quotes you've added from the books you've read. This view shows quotes grouped by book, and this one shows them grouped by author. So this is it for the quotes page. It's not something special. And let's keep moving and explore the reading goals page. So the first thing you will notice here is your current month and current year goals. Just like we saw in the dashboard, this section gives you an overview of your reading goals for both the current month and the current year, along with how many books you've read so far. We even have a handy progress bar to make it super easy to track how you are doing. Now, if you want to add a new monthly goal, let's say for October, for example, here is how you do it. Click on the Add a New Monthly Goal button and you will be prompted to fill in a few things. First, let's add the name of the month. We will go with October. Next, you will need a cover page for the month. I like to keep this consistent for the aesthetic, so it's easy to spot them. Don't worry about finding the covers though. They are already included in the template for every month and every year, so you can just pick the one you need without any hassle. Let's choose a cover for October. Now let's add the details. Start by adding the month tag, then set the goal for how many books you want to read that month. Let's say 10 books, for example. Then we add the due date for October, that would be October 31. You'll also add the year tag and link this goal to your yearly goal, keeping everything nicely synced. The next step is to add the books you plan to read that month. Just click the Add Books button. If you've already created your books in the books database, you will see them pop up here. For example, let's add a few books that are marked as to be read. You can add as many as you want. For now, we will add just 3. These are the books, for example, that you want to read, and once you finish them, they will automatically move to the completed section and you will be able to see your progress update in real time. Now, if you ever want to go back to a previous status, you can easily switch it, and that's it for adding a new monthly goal. The progress and books you read so far will update automatically as you finish books, so you can keep track of everything easily. You will always know how many books you've read and whether you are on track to meet your goal for the month. Okay, so that's how you set a monthly goal. The same steps apply if you want to set a yearly goal. Just click the button and follow the same process. For example, let's take a look at 2024. Here we have the yearly goal set at 80 books. We can see the monthly goals tied to that yearly goal as well as the progress updated automatically. You will also get a breakdown of all the books for this year, grouped by their current status, to be read, currently reading, did not finish, and finished. There is also a monthly overview where you can see progress month by month, how many books you've read, and whether or not you completed your goal for that month. This section gives you a quick look at how you are doing with your yearly goal, and if you click on it, you will get a view of each month's goal and progress, making it easy to track everything from one place. That's how the yearly overview works for 2024. And for this section, you can see all your monthly goals grouped by the year. You can toggle between different views, and you even get a table view that shows everything in a neat overview, including all the yearly goals with progress for each one. So that wraps up the reading goals page. Now let's move on to the next one, which is series collection. Okay, so the first thing you will see here is your currently reading series, the ones you are still working on. You will notice a progress bar showing how many books you've read so far. For example, it will say something like 1 out of 7 if you are working through a 7-book series. Next, it will have an overview of all your series. When you click on any of them, you will get all the details, the author, a list of books, the characters, and the completion date. Once you are done, just update that completion date so you can keep track. You will also see the genres, how many books you've read, and how many are in total. There is a rating section for you to rate the series once you finish it, plus a summary of the whole thing. And of course, you can check out all the books and characters tied to it. If you want to add a new series, just hit the new button or the blue button here and you're good to go. It will auto-generate everything you need. Next, we have the book characters page. First up, we have your favorite characters. These are the ones you absolutely love. You will see all your characters here, and when you click on a specific one, you will get a detailed view. This includes the character's image, their background, and the description. You will also find the book and series they are part of, along with any codes linked to them. If you want to add a new character, just click new and fill in the details. I've already got a template set up for you to make it super easy. Next, let's dive into wishlist and pre-orders. This is where you will find all the books you've added to your wishlist, as well as those you've pre-ordered. And now let's move on to the book club page. So, as you can see here, the first thing you will see are the books you are currently reading in your active book clubs. Below that, you will find all the book clubs you've joined, each with its status. For example, if we click on the Enchanted Readers book club, which is active, you will see all the details, description topics, the current book, the genre, location, meetings, members, next meeting date, and the organizer. You will also notice the status, which can either be upcoming, active, completed, or inactive. We also have the books we are reading in the book club displayed here. There is a calendar view showing upcoming meetings and a gallery view for a more visual take on the meetings. You can also use the calendar view to see meetings across all your book clubs, or the timeline view for a clear overview of the books tied to your clubs. If you want to add a new book club, just hit the new book club button. After that, you will input the name and all the details, discussion topic, screen book, genre, location, members, organizer, and the status. Then a template will be auto-generated for you. If the current book isn't already in your books database, you can click new to add it. And that's a wrap for the book club page. Now let's move on to the reading habit tracker. So this is the section where you can track your reading habits and make sure you are staying on top of your goals. It's really easy to use. You can log your reading for the day by simply clicking the button and entering the number of pages you've read. For example, let's say I've read 12 pages today. After logging it, you will get an overview of your progress, like for example, the average pages per day. You can also click on any specific day and update the pages you've read for the day. It's fully editable directly inside Notion, so it's really easy to track and adjust. Now, here is the deal with the reading habit tracker included in this template. So, this habit tracker integration is created by my own account. So, in order for you to really track your own progress, you will need to set up your own habit tracker. I will show you exactly how to do that in 4 easy steps. First, you're gonna go to this website I've linked in here and create a free account. Then you're gonna create your habit tracker and customize it however you like. You can pick the colors and set it up to track the number of pages you read each day. After that, click the 3 dots to get the embed link. Finally, embed the link into Notion and you will be all set up. Once embedded, you can update everything directly in Notion, so no need to go back to the website. Just make sure to check the box that says create entries directly on embed to ensure smooth syncing. So finally, for this reading habit tracker, you will see the current month's goal, the year's goals, and the list of your currently reading books. This is added to help you track your progress across different time frames and get an overview of your reading. Let's go through the process of actually getting the Dark Academia Reading Hub into your Notion workspace after you purchase it. So after you've purchased the template, you will receive a link. Go ahead and click on that link and it will open up this page. Now, once you are here, you will notice at the top right corner of your screen, there is a big blue button that says Start with this template. This is the button you will want to click. When you click on it, Notion will ask you which workspace you want to add the template to. If you are logged into Notion, you should see a list of your available workspaces. Just select the one where you'd like the template to be saved, and Notion will automatically duplicate the template there for you. Once it's duplicated, open it up, and when you go to the onboarding page, you will find a folder that contains all the pre-designed cover pages for your goal setting section. These covers are already designed for monthly and yearly goals, so whenever you are ready to start a new goal, you can simply grab a cover from the folder. To access it, just click on this Google Drive link and you will be able to download the entire folder. Inside, you will find the cover pages for each month and each year. And this way, you will always have the perfect cover ready to help you organize your goals and keep everything aligned with the overall aesthetic. And that's it. You now have the Dark Academia Reading Hub set up and ready to use in your Notion workspace. You can start organizing your books, tracking your goals, and making the most of your reading journey. Don't forget, this video tutorial is here anytime you need a quick refresher. So that's it for the Dark Academia Reading Hub. I really hope you like it and I can't wait to see how you personalize it for your reading journey. If you notice any errors or if there is anything you'd like me to tweak, or if you just have questions about any of these sections, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you can grab the templates using the link in the description below. I can't wait to hear how you are using this template, and I will see you in the next video.